Queens of England clash, Chelsea vs Man City WCL. Who reigns supreme? Must watch. The weight of history and the stakes of glory. There are matches that fade into obscurity, lost in the endless churn of fixtures. And then there are those rare, seismic collisions that redefine eras, shatter expectations, and etch themselves into footballing folklore forever. Chelsea vs. Manchester City in the Women's Super League was one such match. Not since the legendary Arsenal vs. Liverpool battles of the late 2000s had a WSL encounter carried this much gravitas, tension, and potential for lasting consequence. This wasn't just a top-of-the-table clash, it was a psychological war, a tactical chess match played at breakneck speed, and a showcase of everything that makes women's football the fastest-growing sport on the planet. The build-up had been electric. Chelsea, the reigning champions, a squad assembled with meticulous precision by Emma Hayes, were the gold standard of English football. Manchester City, under Gareth Taylor, were the hungry challengers, a team rebuilt with a blend of youthful exuberance and cold-blooded experience. And when these two juggernauts collided at Kingsmeadow, the footballing world stood still. The tactical blueprints, how the footballing philosophies call it at Chelsea's high-press machine, a symphony of organized Summer Hayes didn't just build a team, she engineered a winning machine. Chelsea's 4-3-3 wasn't just a formation. It was a weaponized system designed to suffocate opponents before dismantling them with surgical precision. The pressing triggers. Hayes had drilled her team to swarm cities, build up the moment Kira Walsh or Yui Hasegawa received the ball in deep positions. Erin Cuthbert, the Scottish Terrier in midfield, was the catalyst, her relentless energy forcing City into mistakes. Fullbacks as weapons, Niamh Charles and Eve Paraset didn't just overlap, they invaded. Their advanced positioning stretched City's backline, creating space for Lauren James and Guro Reiten to wreak havoc. Kerr's movement, Semker, the Australian superstar, didn't just lead the line, she orchestrated it. Her constant drifting into the half spaces pulled City's center-backs out of position, opening gaps for James' diagonal runs. Manchester City's counter-strike doctrine, speed and precision. Gareth Taylor knew his side couldn't outpossess Chelsea, so he devised a devastating counter-attacking scheme built around Lauren Hemp's jet-heeled runs and Bunny Shaw's aerial dominance. The defensive block, City set up in a compact 4-3-1, daring Chelsea to break them down. Alex Greenwood and Lyra Alexandri formed an impenetrable wall, intercepting passes before they reached Kerr. Transition monsters. The moment City won the ball, Hemp and Chloe Kelly were unleashed like coiled springs. Their mission: exploit Chelsea's high defensive line with warp speed counters. Shaw as the target woman. Bunny Shaw wasn't just a striker, she was a one-woman wrecking ball. Her ability to hold up play and bring others into the game was City's greatest weapon. The first half, a masterclass in controlled fury. Opening 15 minutes, a tactical feeling-out process. First quarter R was a cagey affair, both teams probing for weaknesses like elite boxers in the early rounds. Chelsea's early dominance. The Blues controlled 68% possession in the first 10 minutes, but City's defensive shape was immaculate. City's warning shot. In the 12th minute, Hemp burned past Paraset and fired a low cross that Shaw narrowly missed connecting with. A heart-stopping moment for Chelsea. The breakthrough, Lauren James' moment of genius 23. Then came the moment of magic. The build-up, Cuthbert won a monstrous tackle on Hasegawa, feeding James near the halfway line. The dribble, what followed was pure artistry. James nutmegged Greenwood, glided past Walsh, and just as Alexandri lunged in, she curled an unstoppable shot into the far corner. The aftermath, Kingsmeadow erupted. Hayes clenched her fists. James, cool as ice, simply pointed to the sky. Chelsea 1-0 City. City's response, Shaw's aerial supremacy 38. But City refused to buckle. The equalizer, Hemp's lightning run down the left Carter in the dust. Her cross was perfect, and Shaw's thunderous header gave Hampton no chance. 1-1, the momentum shift. Suddenly, City were on top. Hasegawa's volley off the bar before halftime was a warning sign Chelsea were living dangerously. The second half, A war of attrition and controversy is Mesterstruck. The midfield diamond 46. Recognizing City's growing control, Hayes made a bold switch, shifting to a 4-4-2 diamond to dominate midfield. The impact, Melanie Looples, became the anchor, allowing Cuthbert and Sophie Ingle to push higher. Chelsea's resurgence. The Blues began dictating tempo, with Reiten and James finding more space between the lines. Far drummer, the penalty that wasn't 67. Then came the controversy. The incident. Charles went down under Park's challenge. The referee said no. The AR took an eternity. The decision, no penalty. Chelsea's bench erupted in fury. Hayes' furious protests earned her a yellow card. The psychological effect. The call galvanized Chelsea. They played with renewed rage. Reiten's thunderbolt. The decisive blow 78. And then the moment of truth. The build-up. Kerr's flick-on found Reiten, who cut inside Alexandre with a vicious body feint. The finish. Her left-footed rocket left Keating rooted. 2-1 Chelsea. The aftermath. Reiten sprinted to the corner flag, screaming in triumph. The stadium shook. City's last stand. The agonizing near misses 85, 90 plus 5. City threw everything forward. Shaw's header 87. Off the post. Kelly's volley 90 plus 3. Hampton's miraculous save. The final whistle. Chelsea held on to 2-1. The aftermath. What this means for the WSL's future for Chelsea. A statement of dominance, Hayes' legacy cemented. This was a masterclass in in-game management. James and Reiten, superstars arrive. Their performances announce them as global elites. Title momentum. This win could be the turning point in the WSL race. For Manchester City, a painful lesson in defensive fragility exposed. They must cut out individual errors. Shaw and Hemp, a lethal duo. If they stay fit, City will challenge again. The revenge factor. The return fixture at the Academy Stadium will be must-watch. For the WSL, a league on the rise global audience, this match trended worldwide. Quality showcase. Proof the WSL is Europe's most competitive league. The future, with investment growing, this is just the beginning. Final conclusion. A match that will echo through time. This wasn't just a game. It was the microcosm of everything great about football: passion, drama, skill, controversy, and unrelenting intensity. For Chelsea, a huge step toward another title. For City, a painful setback, but not the end. For the fans, a match they'll never forget. One thing is certain. The WSL has arrived on the global stage, and it's here to stay.